We're back on Fight News Now. It's time for 3 rounds. We welcome in John Ramdeen and Robin Black. We're just a few weeks away from heading to Las Vegas and leaving me here all alone.
Oh, what do you mean? You're
jerks.
going to have a great time with Gabe. We're going to put a great show together to give the fans and the viewers 3 shows. That's right. Of course, what is it, December 9th, 10th? No. 10th, 11th, and 12th. Holy cow. Of course, the last card, the biggest card. But the first card, Paige Van Zanten Rose headline it. Our buddy Elias on the card. Yep. The following night, if you're a fan of the highest level of mixed martial arts, you were going to get it in the main event. One of the all-time greats, Frankie Edgar, taking on Chad Mendes. I know you're very excited about this fight.
Soups excited about this fight. It's such a brilliant fight. And, you know, I really enjoyed Ronda Rousey at home.
Yep.
And when you looked at that one was about horizontal range. This one's about vertical range. This one is the up and down, up and down. We strike up, we drop down and try to get in on the hips. That's what this game is about. 2 guys who are mind-blowingly good at it. Chad Mendes uses his strikes to get in on your hips. Frankie Edgar gets in on your hips, gets you to defend, and then fires. Chad does it too with the uppercut. Those guys are going to play a complex game of upsy downsies, punchy kicky.
Now, what we know about these guys, 2 different approaches in tackling mixed martial arts. Frankie Edgar constantly going to the gym every day to try to improve in every single area. Jiu-jitsu, wrestling, the fight IQ. Chad Mendes, he's been through the grind. He understands, you know, wrestling is my background. I base all of my fundamentals around that base. And when I'm not in training camp, I'm hunting. I'm shooting things. I'm not necessarily acquiring skills during the off time. Is one better than the other?
Yes, yes. That growth mentality, that being never in a permanent state. Whoever you are today, you will be a better you tomorrow and a better you in a month. People do it in all walks of life. People get better at their jobs, get better at their skill sets, get better at being a father, whatever it is you do. Frankie Edgar lives that way. Chad Mendes truly believes what he is now can beat any man. And that is true. What he is today can beat any man. But I personally think he's got a big challenge in front of him. And I think he's a wonderful fighter. I'm a big fan of the guy. Love the way he fights. But it's a big challenge. You gonna out-wrestle Frankie? You gonna out-box Frankie? You gonna out-wrestle box Frankie? How are you gonna do that? Also, if this is true, and he has said it, and Frankie has said it, if he's the same Chad Mendes he was that fought Jose Aldo, that's a damn good Chad Mendes. But you don't know what Frankie Edgar is. Frankie Edgar is a new Frankie Edgar every time he fights.
But what we do know about Frankie Edgar, he has a lot of miles on him. And when you compare certain elements, Chad Mendes seems to be the more explosive athlete right now, can beat Frankie Edgar to the punch. So when you look at all these different intangibles and you see, okay, Chad Mendes can do this, 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 and this, seems to be a good foil against Frankie Edgar, who many people believe, you know, could be looking at the end of his career over the next 5 years.
Yeah, this is a wonderful fight for a million reasons, and among them is that athleticism. Maybe Frankie believes, and maybe the level he's training at, and maybe the proof is that maybe he's a better wrestler. But if Chad, maybe that's much better. Maybe not, but maybe he is. And if you're that much better, but this guy's that much more explosive, how does that play out? That's cool, man. This is a high-impact fight. Frankie wants to make it a little less so, I think. Play around on the outside, move his head to get in, so you make the big, powerful little powerful man, powerful this dude. Make him miss, come in and counter, slip and move your head again and make him miss on the exit. He's done that since he fought Sean Shirk all the way in, but Chad Mendes fights very similar. Uriah Faber fights very similar. Their whole gym fights very similar, so neither guy is really expected to surprise the other one. We just got us a killer matchup.
If you talk to a lot of the guys at Team Alpha Male, it seems that they have the same approach. We're here to make some money. We're here to get whatever notoriety that we can. And Chad Mendes, I had a chance to talk to Joseph Benavidez, who says, once I'm done with the UFC, I'm not training anymore. I have a specific skill set that has taken me this far. I'm going to focus on improving in that area. I think Chad Mendes is the same thing. It's not as if he's going to try to become a world champion in jiu-jitsu. He's not trying to elevate his game. Of course, he's trying to be the best, but he has a specific set of tools, just like Dan Henderson. Why learn all this new stuff when I've achieved the success and notoriety doing the things that I do?
And there are plenty of people who believe doing the same thing over and over and over just makes you greater. There's different ways to be great. We can add more skills, or we can take the skills that we have and make them just unbeatable. It's a real approach. It's a legitimate approach. Also, These are truths that these guys have spoken up, but we are not ones to judge. Who's somebody to judge Chad Mendes or Joseph Benavidez that they want to live their life the way they want to live it? They believe they can be champions still having a life, being a complete person, a husband and a father and a hunter and all these other things. Maybe that and the rest and taking their mind off fighting makes them better fighters. They believe that.
You talk about the growth mentality. The following night, Conor McGregor will look to become the undisputed 145-pound champion. Are you getting a sense that that's what's going to happen?
I am, and Jose Aldo has always been the pressure fighter. He's always been the guy moving forward. Demetrius Johnson talked about this just recently. He's going to have to deal with somebody. He's never dealt with the pressure. He's also never moved back all the way back to Sean Tompkins preparing Mark Hominick to fight Aldo. He said, you've got to push Aldo back, and if Conor can do that, he's going to win.
A superstar matchup. Do you believe that Conor McGregor will become the undisputed 145-pound
Unlike
champion?
you nuts, I'm not talking about these fights until the Wednesday of Fight Week, because you guys are just going to put a hex on all those fights that are going down.
That's going to happen. The MMA gods are going to shine down on this fight card.
Just guaranteed there that a middleweight is about to drop out any moment now.